Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Ram
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण everyone. So today is Thursday. It is 21st of March. It is Falguna Masa or Govinda Masa and the Dwadasi Tithi. So today is the Pakshavardhani Mahadwadasi and today it is fasting for Amanaki Ekadasi. That is fasting from grains, beans and cereals. And apart from Ekadasi Vrata, so there is one more event. So today is the disappearance day of Shri Madhavendra Puri, the spiritual master of Shri Ishwara Puri, who initiated Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So the few lines from Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, chapter 4, Shri Madhavendra Puri's devotional service. Text 20-41. So formerly the deity had stolen a pot of sweet rice for Madhavendra Puri. So therefore he became very famous as the Lord who stole the sweet rice. Once Shri Madhavendra Puri travelled to Vrindavana, where he came upon the hill known as Govardhana. Madhavendra Puri was almost mad in his ecstasy of love of Godhead, and he did not know whether it was day or night. Sometimes he stood up and sometimes he fell to the ground. He could not discriminate whether he was in a proper place or not. After circumambulating the hill, Madhavendra Puri went to Govinda Kunda and took his bath. He then sat beneath a tree to take his evening rest. While he was sitting beneath a tree, an unknown coward boy came with a pot of milk, placed it before Madhavendra Puri, and smiling, addressed him as follows. O Madhavendra Puri, please drink the milk I have brought. Why don't you beg some food to eat? What kind of meditation are you undergoing? When he saw the beauty of that boy, Madhavendra Puri became very satisfied. Hearing his sweet voice, sweet words, he forgot all hunger and thirst. Madhavendra Puri said, Who are you? Where do you reside? And how did you know that I was fasting? The boy replied, Sir, I am a coward boy and I reside in this village. In my village, no one fasts. In this village, a person can beg food from others and thus eat. Some people drink only milk. But if a person does not ask anyone for food, I supply him all his eatables. The women who come here to take water saw you and they supplied me with this milk and sent me to you. The boy continued, I must go very soon to milk the cows, but I shall return and take back this milk pot from you. Saying this, the boy left the place. Indeed, he suddenly could be seen no more, and Madhavendra Puri's heart was filled with wonder. After drinking the milk, Madhavendra Puri washed the pot and put it aside. He looked toward the path, but the boy never returned. Madhavendra Puri could not sleep. He sat and chanted the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, and at the end of the night, he dozed a little, and his external activities stopped. In a dream, Madhavendra Puri saw the very same boy. The boy came before him and holding his hand and took him to a bush in the jungle. The boy showed Madhavendra Puri the bush and said, I reside in this bush, and because of this I suffer very much from severe cold, rain showers, winds, and scorching heat. Please bring the people of the village and get them to take me out of this bush. Then have them situate me nicely on top of the hill. Please construct a temple on top of that hill. The boy continued, and install me in the temple. After this, wash me with large quantities of cold water so that my body may be cleansed. For many days I have been observing you, and I have been wondering, when will Madhavendra Puri come here to serve me? I have accepted your service due to your ecstatic love for me. Thus I shall appear, and by my audience all fallen souls will be delivered. My name is Gopala. I am the lifter of Govardhana Hill. I was installed by Vajra, and here I am the authority. So that is the past time, and there is a further Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya chapter 4, chapter summary. There is further very beautiful pastimes. This is also, I shall read few lines. In his Amrita Pravaha Bhashya, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur gives the following summary of the fourth chapter. Passing along the path of uh, Chatrabhoga and coming to Vruddhamantreshwara, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu reached the border of Orissa. On his way, he enjoyed transcendental bliss by chanting and begging alms in different villages. In this way, he reached the celebrated village of Remuna, where there is a deity of Gopinada. There, he narrated the story of Madhavendra Puri as he had heard it from his spiritual master Ishwarapuri. The narration is as follows. One night while in Govardhana, Madhavendra Puri dreamed that the Gopala deity was within the forest. The next morning, he invited his neighborhood friends to accompany him to excavate the deity from the jungle. He then established the deity of Sri Gopalji on top of Govardhana hill with great pomp. Gopala was worshipped and the Annakota festival was observed. This festival was known everywhere and many people from the neighboring villages came to join. One night, Gopala deity again appeared to Madhavendra Puri in a dream and asked him to go to Jagannath Puri to collect some sandalwood pulp and smear it on the body of the deity. Having received this order, Madhavendra Puri immediately started for Orissa. Traveling through Bengal, he reached Remuna village and there received a pot of condensed milk, Kshira, offered to the deity of Gopinadaji. This pot of condensed milk was stolen by Gopinada and delivered to Madhavendra Puri. Since then, Gopinada deity has been known as Kshirachora Gopinada, the deity who stole the pot of condensed milk. After reaching Jagannath Puri, Madhavendra Puri received permission from the king to take out one mound of sandalwood and 20 tulas of camphor. Aided by two men, he brought these things to Remuna. Again, he saw in a dream that Gopala at Govardhana Hill desired that very sandalwood to be turned into pulp, mixed with camphor, and smeared over the body of Gopinadaji. Understanding that would satisfy the Gopala deity at Govardhana, Madhavendra Puri executed the order and returned to Jagannath Puri. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu narrated this story for Lord Nityananda Prabhu and other devotees and praised the pure devotional service of Madhavendra Puri. When he recited some verses composed by Madhavendra Puri, he went into an ecstatic mood. But when he saw that many people were assembled, he checked himself and ate some sweet rice prasadam. Thus he passed that night, and the next morning he again started for Jagannath Puri. So that is the events. There are further but very beautiful pastimes. That is from the events perspective. Shri Madhavendra Puri ki jai. Okay, so we shall quickly enter into Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, Sukadeva Goswami speaking to Parikshit Maharaj, so to meditate on the Supreme Lord who is in the heart, Lord in the heart. So some people who are materialistic, they do not, even though they are seeing that materialistic people are suffering, still they come and come to the materialistic life and they suffer. So one who is intelligent person, they have to surrender themselves to the Supreme Lord who is situated in the heart of all the living entities. So likewise, in that sequence, yesterday he was mentioning, Kechi Swadehanta Hrudayavakashe Pradeshamatram Purusham Vasantam Chaturbhujam Kanjaratanga Shanka Gadadharam Dharanaya Smaranti. The Lord in the heart, he is of the 8 inches length and he is situated with the 4 hands with a lotus flower, Sudarsana Chakra, and conch shell and mace. So in that way, he is of 8 inches situated in the heart. One has to meditate on that Lord. So this kind of thing, when the Suta Goswami mentioning about the Lord, when Krishna was protecting Parikshit in the womb of Uttara, at that time, the description was Angusta Matram Amalam Spurat Purata Maulinam Api Vidarshanam Syamam Taridvasasam Achyutam. So there he was Angusta Matram. The Lord entered into the womb with the Angusta Matram. Here, Radesha Matram. That is the tip size of the tip of the thumb, and here it is the 8 inches length in the heart. So just to and the number of chapters we passed from the 12th chapter of first canto is 8 chapters. Now we see we are in the second canto, second chapter, verse number 8 that Sukadeva Goswami narrated to Parikshit Maharaj. Now further, he is speaking the beauty of the Lord, how his face is. His face is always very pleasant and happiness, and his eyes are just open like a lotus petals, and his dress is yellowish like a saffron, saffron like a kadamba flowers, and he has got so many golden jewels hanging from his body, and he has got glowing crown and also earrings. And also his lotus feet is uh, kept in the heart of all the mystic yogis who are meditating on the Lord. That kind of lotus feet. And he is marked with the uh, Srivatsa and also Kaustubharatna, and he has got a very fresh blossoming Vanamala spread all over his body. Likewise, Sukadeva Goswami is saying to Parikshit, so one has to meditate on that form. So we are in the second canto, second chapter, verse number 9 and 10. So these are the rememberable verses. So these are the 6 verses starting from 8 to 13. If one can remember, it will be so beautiful. Once again, it will coming into our smriti all the time. प्रसन्नवक्त्रं नलिनायते क्षणं कदम्बकिञ्जल्कपिशृङ्गवाससं लसन्महारत्नहिरण्मयाङ्गदं स्फुरन्महारत्नकिरीटकुण्डलम् प्रसन्नवक्त्रं नलिनायते क्षणं प्रसन्नवक्त्रं. So his face and his mouth, it is always very pleasant and expresses happiness. Prasannavaktram nalinayata ikshanam. Nalina ayata ikshanam. His eyes just spread like the petals of a lotus, and such kind of eyesight. And when we see that his eyes, so beautiful. Nalinayata ikshanam. Kadamba kinjalka pisingavasasam. The Kadamba flowers, in the middle of the Kadamba flowers, there is saffron. So that is very yellowish. When we hold that the saffron, our hands also will become yellowish. Such kind of Kadamba Kinjalka. So with that kind of color, Pisenga Vasam, his dresses are like that. Pisenga Vasam. Pisenga is the yellowish and Vasam is the dress. Kadamba Kinjalka Pisenga Vasam. Lasan Maharatna Hiranmayangadam. Lasan Maharatna. So So there are so many valuable jewels are hanging from his body. Lasan Maharatna Hiranmayangadam, and Hiranmaya Angadam, they are golden, made up of gold, Angadam, and all kinds of ornaments. They are made with jewels and gold. They are hanging. Spuran Maharatna Kirita Kundalam, and they are Spuran, and they are glowing. Maharatna Kirita Kundalam, and also with valuable jewels, Kirita Kundalam, their bedeck, his crown is bedecked with all the valuable jewels, and Kundalam, and his earrings as well. They're all hanging. Earrings are hanging. It looks with a glowing Yadvispuran Maha. Whenever these are Kirita Kundala is glowing, his face is so bright. So that kind of description is also further explained, but here this Puran Maharatna Kirita Kundalam Prasannavaktram Narnayadekshanam Kadamba Kinjalka Pisinga Vasasam Lasan Maharatna Hiranmayangadam Puran Maharatna Kirita Kundalam. So his mouth expresses his happiness, his eyes spread like the petals of a lotus, and his garments yellowish like the saffron of a kadamba flower, are bedecked with valuable jewels. His ornaments are all made of gold and set with jewels, and he wears a glowing headdress and earrings. And further, Sukadeva Goswami says, Unnidruhutpankaja Karnikalaya Yogeshwara Stapita Pada Pallavam Srilakshanam Kaustabaratna Kandharam Amlana Lakshmiya Vanamala Yachitam. Unnidruhutpankaja Karnikalaye, the blossoming lotus of a heart of the yogis. Unnidra, so Unnidra is blossoming. Unnidrhut, that is the blossoming heart, like a Pankaja Karnikalaye, lotus flower on the surface of the wall. So in the middle of the lotus there is a wall. So likewise, such kind of wall is it is compared the heart of a mystic yogis, of Yogeshwaras or mystic yogis. Unnidruhut Pankaja Karnikalaye Yogeshwara. So on that lotus of the heart of you mystics, Yogeshwara Stapita Pada Pallavam, that Lord lotus feet is kept on that wall of the lotus of the great mystics. So beautiful. So Sri Lakshanam Kaustabaratna Kandaram Amlana Lakshmiya Vanamalayachitam. And he is also marked with Sri Lakshanam. So Sri is the goddess of fortune. So Sri was the symbol, and also it is also mentioned as a beautiful calf, symbol of beautiful calf. Sri Lakshanam, Lakshanam is the marked in that way. Kaustubha Ratna Kandaram, and he has got the Kaustubha jewel, and Ratna Kandaram, and other jewels, they are on the shoulder, they are hanging from his neck and shoulders. Kaustubha Ratna Kandaram, Amlana Lakshmiya Vanamala Yachitam. Amlana, very quiet and fresh Amlana Lakshmi, very beautiful flower garland. That is Vanamala. It is also called Vanamala. Yachitam, it is spread all over his body. When we see the Lord with all the Tulsi and with all the Vanamala, different number of flowers, a few around 9 colors of flowers are used in the Vanamala. And that is spread all over his body. So beautifully expressing this beauty of the Lord. Unnidruhutpankaja Karnikalaya Yogeshwara Stapita Pada Pallavam Sri Lakshanam Kaustabaratna Kandaram Amlana Lakshmiya Vanamalayachitam. So translation for this verse is his lotus feet are placed over the walls of the lotus like hearts of great mystics. On his chest is the Kaustubha jewel engraved with a beautiful calf, and there are other jewels on his shoulders. His complete torso is garlanded with fresh flowers. See, his complete torso is garlanded with fresh flowers. So that is always, that's why whenever we say completely, uh, we feel the ecstasy by seeing the Lord, the beauty of the Lord. So these are the verses that Sukadeva Goswami is explaining, glorifying the Lord's beauty. प्रसन्नवक्त्रं नलिनायतेक्षणं कदम्बकिञ्जल्कपिशङ्गवाससं लसन्महारत्न हिरण्मयाङ्गदं स्फुरन्महारत्नकिरीटकुण्डलम् उन्निद्रुहृत्पङ्कजकर्णिकालये योगेश्वरस्थापितपादपल्लवम् श्रीलक्षणं कौस्तुभरत्नकन्दरम् आम्लानलक्ष्म्य वनमालयाचितम्. So purport by Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So can I request Radha Sevaka Mataji is today is available? Or can I request any devotees, any unallocated devotees to read the purport? Can I request Ramalala Prabhuji if available?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavad. Yeah, yeah, because on my laptop, it's not laptop, it's on my mobile phone. I can't. Sorry for my eye problem. Yes, actually.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, because it's I cannot read properly.
Yeah, sure, Prabhuji.
Sorry, Prabhuji.
Any other devotees would like to read?
I'll read through.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
The ornaments, flowers, clothing, and all the other decorations are the transcendental body of the personality of Godhead, are identical with the body of the Lord. None of them are made of material ingredients. Otherwise, there would be no change of their decorating the body of the Lord. As such, in the Paravagyoma, spiritual varieties are also distinguished from the material variegateness.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So here, all of the Lord is decorated with all these beautiful things. Everyone, every item is a kaivalyam eva murtimat. Everything is a spiritual. It is not a material. Otherwise, Lord cannot have these material things. So this is यत्र नैश्रेयस्यं नाम वनं कामदुगैः द्रुमैः सर्वत्र श्रीः विभ्राजत् कैवल्यम् इव मूर्तिमान्. So in the Vaikuntha planet, everything is Kaivalyam Iva Murtimat. It is it is conscious. Murtimat. And the Kaustubha jewel, they get personified when we see all the Kaumodiki or Saringa or Nandaka Kadga, Saringa Bhav, Sudarsana Chakra, and these are all, they become personified and they serve the Lord. Kaivalyam Iva Murtimat. So that is, and also all the spiritual varieties are distinguished from the material variegatedness. They're all spiritual and conscious. Okay, so that is beautiful explanations from Prabhupada's purport, and Sukadeva Goswami is glorifying the Lord's beauty. That is from Srimad Bhagavatam. Prasannavaktiram nalinayatekshanam kadamba kinjalka pisenga vasasam lasan maharatna hiranmayangadam puran maharatna kirita kundalam unnidhrut pankaja karnikalaye yogeshwara stapita pada pallavam Srilakshanam Kaustubharatna Kandaram Amlana Lakshmi Vanamalayachitam. So beautiful. Okay, that is from the Srimad Bhagavatam. We shall quickly move into Srila Prabhupada's daily letter. So today it is letter to Krishnadasa, January 24, 1970, Los Angeles, Hamburg. Can I request any devotees to read this letter? Today allocated devotees Radha Sevka Mataji is not here. Or any volunteers, please.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, may I read?
Yes, Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna. My dear Krishnadas, please accept my blessings. I beg to acknowledge receipt of your letter dated 18 January 1970 and thank you very much for your contribution of $15 on my maintenance account. When you present your scheme for preaching work in the whole of Germany, giving an estimate of population of important cities, it gave me so much pleasure. Just on receiving your letter, I am already thinking of how to organize it and have written letters to Hansadatta and Uttama Shloka, etc. But Ubendra is destined to go to Australia. I am glad to learn that Trivikrama has joined you. So, for the time being, go on with your work as usual and consult with Thamala Krishna, whom I am also writing in this connection, and try your best to spread the Sankirtana movement through Germany. Regarding deity worship, I am very much anxious to know how things are going on, who is taking care of the deities, whether regular performances are being executed, etc. I hesitated to install the deities when I was in Germany on this account. Anyway, when the deities are now installed, there cannot be any scope of neglecting them. That will be a great offense. Please, therefore, consult with Tamala how to manage things and, if possible, get some more assistance from London. I have heard from Vasudeva I have not heard from Vasudeva, Sujendra, or Vishwanatha and his wife Kundi Devi. Please let me know how they are getting along in Krishna consciousness and offer them the blessings and to all other devotees there. I hope this will meet you in good health. Your ever well wisher, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Thank you, Mataji. Can you take your points, Mataji, from here?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, yes. So the first point is like this devotee was informing Prabhupada about the scope or the scope for spreading these Krishna consciousness movement throughout Germany. So Prabhupada was saying to this Krishnadas Prabhu that um, uh, you only sent a letter, but I already planned about organizing it. And Prabhupada did mention that many devotees about the organization of that thing. So it's like we say now, when we take one step, Krishna take 100 steps towards us, like that. When the devotees are slightly interested in thing, Prabhupada was more interested, and Prabhupada did all the arrangements. So it's like the compassion and the leadership and the vision of Srila Prabhupada. It's we can say that. And the important point about deity worship, like when once the deity is installed, it is a responsibility. Like that is an offense if we neglect the deity. So Prabhupada was mentioning, like he was hesitated to install the deity because Prabhupada would know that the devotees was may not be able to follow the proper rules and regulation and worship. So but even though for the sake of something, Prabhupada did that, and Prabhupada was telling the importance of doing the proper aratis and proper service to the deities. Otherwise it's an offense, because once the deity it's installed, it has the life. And so the Prabhupada was very much worried, and Prabhupada was asking about that. And he was asking the Krishnadas Prabhu, if you need any assistance, you can get some devotees from London. And but the deities should not be neglected. The deity service should not be neglected. It's very important. So Prabhupada is emphasizing that. And also, like was always, Prabhupada was so compassionate, and he was enquiring about his devotees. He remembered everyone, and he was asking, I have not heard from that devotee, so please let me know how they are progressing, how what is their status. So even though Prabhupada had a lot of disabled that Prabhupada, but Prabhupada still remembered everyone, and was enquiring about their spiritual life. So yes, Prabhu, that's what I could take away from this letter. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji, for summarizing it. Any other points, dear devotees, you wanted to add to this letter? Okay. Yes. So previously, on the a few days back, and Prabhu has from Germany. So explaining about this is the structure of Germany. Each and every city, they are nearby and they are evenly populated countries. Not like UK. UK is concentrated population in the London, Birmingham, Manchester, like that. But Germany, all towns, they're evenly populated and they are very nearby. So that is what, and Prabhupada is giving very good information so to spread as well. So for now, you just spread according to your best ability, and then that is Prabhupada is suggesting. And the deity worship is it should be very high standard. Okay, so that is my takeaway points as well. Thank you so much, Mataji. And from the announcements point of view, so today evening at 8 p.m. We have got a Krishna Katha by Sham Godiwada Prabhuji and Ramnath Sukha Prabhuji. That there are upcoming events. I don't have further updates, dear devotees. If you have got any other updates or you wanted to share anything on Krishna consciousness, kindly share. And also happy to see Ramlal Prabhuji here with us. It is very auspicious. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. It's nice to have such association. Yeah. Sorry for I missed several days. Yes. It's my very glad to have such very, very lovely association. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. We missed you actually. Okay. Any other comments, dear devotees? Any updates? Okay, so if there are no further updates, then we shall conclude and continue with further japa. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनन्तकोटिवर्षणं
Bhaktivinoda ki jai.
शिल प्रभुपाद की जय हैव
Jai.
कॉन्शियस डे
Hare
एवरीवन
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत